Let's kick things off by understanding what active learning really means. Unlike traditional learning, where students passively receive information, active learning is all about engaging directly with the material. It encourages students to participate, discuss, and apply concepts, making the learning process much more dynamic and memorable. Whether you're in a classroom or studying solo, active learning techniques can help you retain information better and develop critical thinking skills. In this video, we'll explore a variety of active learning strategies you can use to supercharge your study sessions and make learning more enjoyable. One of the most popular active learning techniques is Think Pair Share. Here, how it works: first, you think about a question or problem on your own. Next, you pair up with a classmate or study partner to discuss your thoughts. Finally, you share your ideas with a larger group or the whole class. This method helps you organize your thoughts, learn from others, and build confidence in expressing your ideas. It's simple, effective, and can be used in almost any subject or setting. Peer teaching is another fantastic way to actively learn. When you explain a concept to someone else, you're forced to clarify your own understanding and fill in any gaps. This technique can be as simple as teaching a friend or as structured as leading a small study group. Not only does it reinforce your knowledge, but it also helps build communication skills and confidence. Plus, teaching others often reveals new perspectives you might have missed. Case studies bring real-world scenarios into the learning environment. By analyzing and discussing actual cases, you get to apply theoretical knowledge to practical situations. This technique is especially useful in fields like business, law, and medicine, but it can be adapted to almost any subject. Working through case studies encourages critical thinking, problem-solving, and collaborative discussion, making learning both relevant and engaging. Group projects are a classic example of active learning. By working together on a shared goal, students learn to communicate, delegate tasks, and combine their strengths. Group projects foster teamwork and often lead to deeper understanding as everyone brings unique perspectives to the table. While they can be challenging, the skills developed through group work are invaluable for both academic and professional success. Role-playing is a fun and interactive way to learn. By taking on different roles in a scenario, students can explore new perspectives and practice real-life skills. This technique is especially effective for subjects like history, language, and social studies, but it can be adapted to many topics. Role-playing encourages empathy, creativity, and active participation, making lessons memorable and impactful. Problem-based learning puts students in the driver's seat. Instead of passively receiving information, you're given a complex problem to solve. This approach requires you to research, collaborate, and think critically to find solutions. It's a powerful way to develop problem-solving skills and apply knowledge in meaningful ways. Plus, it keeps you engaged and motivated throughout the learning process. Concept mapping is a visual technique that helps you organize and connect ideas. By drawing diagrams that link concepts together, you can see how different pieces of information relate to each other. This method is great for visual learners and can be used to brainstorm, plan essays, or review for exams. Concept maps make complex topics easier to understand and remember. Interactive quizzes turn studying into a game. By testing your knowledge in real time, you get immediate feedback and can identify areas that need more attention. Quizzes can be done individually or in groups, and they're a fun way to reinforce learning. Many online platforms offer customizable quizzes, making it easy to tailor them to your needs. Socratic seminars are all about deep discussion. In this technique, students engage in open-ended conversations about a text or topic, asking questions and challenging each other's ideas. The goal is not to find the right answer, but to explore different viewpoints and develop critical thinking skills. Socratic seminars encourage active listening and respectful debate, making them a powerful tool for learning. Jigsaw method is a collaborative learning strategy where each student becomes an expert on one part of a topic. After researching their section, students teach it to their group so everyone learns from each other. This approach promotes teamwork, accountability, and a deeper understanding of the material. It's especially useful for covering large or complex topics efficiently. Debates are a lively way to engage with content. By arguing different sides of an issue, students learn to research, think critically, and communicate persuasively. Debates encourage you to consider multiple perspectives and defend your ideas with evidence. They also build confidence in public speaking and help develop logical reasoning skills. Learning stations are a hands-on way to explore different aspects of a topic. In this technique, students rotate through various stations, each offering a unique activity or challenge. This keeps learning fresh and engaging while allowing students to work at their own pace. Learning stations are great for group work and can be adapted to any subject. Flipped classroom model turns traditional teaching on its head. Instead of listening to lectures in class, students review materials at home and use class time for interactive activities. This approach allows for more active participation and personalized support during lessons. It's a great way to make the most of classroom time and encourage deeper learning. Brainstorming sessions are all about generating ideas. Whether you're working alone or in a group, this technique encourages free thinking and creativity. There are no wrong answers, just let your ideas flow and build on each other's suggestions. Brainstorming is perfect for problem solving, planning projects, or coming up with new approaches to a topic. Gallery walks turn your classroom or study space into an interactive exhibit. Students create posters or displays about a topic and then walk around to view each other's work. This technique encourages active engagement, peer feedback, and visual learning. It's a great way to showcase creativity and learn from your peers in a dynamic setting. Minute papers are a quick and effective way to check understanding. At the end of a lesson, students spend 1 minute writing down the most important thing they learned and any questions they still have. This technique helps consolidate learning and gives teachers valuable feedback on what to review next. The muddiest point technique asks students to identify the part of a lesson they found most confusing. By sharing these muddy points, teachers can address misunderstandings and clarify difficult concepts. It's a simple but powerful way to ensure everyone is on the same page and learning effectively. Self-assessment encourages students to reflect on their own learning. By evaluating your strengths and areas for improvement, you become more aware of your progress and can set goals for future growth. This technique builds self-motivation and helps you take ownership of your learning journey. Fishbowl discussions create a dynamic environment for conversation. A small group discusses a topic in the center while others observe and take notes. After a set time, roles switch. This technique encourages active listening, respectful dialogue, and thoughtful participation from everyone involved. Scavenger hunts turn learning into an adventure. Students search for information, objects, or answers related to a topic, either in the classroom or online. This technique promotes exploration, teamwork, and problem-solving, making learning both fun and memorable. Simulation games immerse students in realistic scenarios where they must make decisions and solve problems. These games can be digital or hands-on and are especially useful for subjects like science, economics, and history. Simulation games encourage critical thinking, collaboration, and application of knowledge in a safe environment. Reciprocal questioning flips the script by having students ask each other questions about the material. This technique encourages curiosity, deeper understanding, and active participation. It's a great way to check comprehension and foster a collaborative learning environment. Keeping a learning journal is a reflective practice that helps you track your progress and thoughts. By regularly writing about what you've learned, challenges you've faced, and questions you have, you deepen your understanding and develop metacognitive skills. Journals are personal, flexible, and can be tailored to any learning style. Peer review involves students giving feedback on each other's work. This process helps you learn to critique constructively, accept feedback, and improve your own work. Peer review fosters a sense of community and accountability, making it a valuable part of the learning process. Hands-on experiments bring learning to life, especially in science and technology subjects. By conducting experiments, you get to test theories, observe results, and develop practical skills. This active approach makes abstract concepts more concrete and memorable. Storytelling is a powerful way to make information stick. By turning facts and concepts into stories, you create emotional connections and make learning more engaging. Storytelling can be used in any subject and helps improve memory, communication, and creativity. Mind mapping is a creative way to organize information visually. By drawing branches from a central idea, you can see how concepts connect and expand. Mind maps are great for brainstorming, planning, and reviewing material, especially for visual learners. Applying what you learn to real-world situations makes knowledge more meaningful. Whether it's solving everyday problems, conducting interviews, or creating projects, real-world applications help you see the value of what you're learning and motivate you to dig deeper. Collaborative note-taking involves students working together to create shared notes. This technique ensures everyone stays engaged and helps fill in gaps in understanding. It's especially useful for group study sessions and can be done using digital tools or traditional methods. Interactive polls are a quick way to gauge understanding and spark discussion. By asking questions and seeing instant results, students can compare their thoughts with others and reflect on their learning. Polls are easy to use and can make lessons more interactive and fun. Service learning combines community service with academic study. By working on real projects that benefit others, students develop practical skills and a sense of social responsibility. Service learning connects classroom knowledge to the real world and fosters personal growth. Learning contracts are agreements between students and teachers outlining goals, strategies, and assessment methods. This technique encourages students to take responsibility for their learning and helps teachers provide personalized support. Learning contracts promote independence and accountability. Digital storytelling combines technology and creativity. Students use multimedia tools to create videos, podcasts, or presentations that tell a story or explain a concept. This technique develops digital literacy, communication skills, and creativity, making learning more engaging and modern. Socratic questioning is a method where teachers or students ask probing questions to challenge assumptions and deepen understanding. This technique encourages critical thinking and helps uncover underlying beliefs or misconceptions. It's a powerful way to promote thoughtful discussion and active engagement. Learning by teaching is a technique where students prepare and deliver lessons to their peers. This process requires deep understanding and helps build confidence, communication, and leadership skills. It's a great way to reinforce knowledge and make learning collaborative. Project-based learning centers around completing a meaningful project over time. Students research, plan, and create something that demonstrates their understanding. This technique fosters creativity, problem-solving, and collaboration, making learning more relevant and engaging. Reciprocal teaching is a strategy where students take turns leading a discussion about a text. Each student practices summarizing, questioning, clarifying, and predicting. This technique improves reading comprehension and encourages active participation from everyone. Interactive whiteboards make lessons more dynamic. Teachers and students can write, draw, and manipulate content in real time, making learning more visual and interactive. This technology supports a variety of active learning activities and keeps students engaged. Peer editing is a collaborative process where students review and suggest improvements to each other's writing. This technique helps develop editing skills, attention to detail, and the ability to give and receive constructive feedback. Peer editing also builds a supportive learning community. Learning games make education fun and interactive. Whether digital or physical, games can reinforce concepts, motivate students, and encourage friendly competition. They're a great way to break up routine and keep learners engaged. Field trips take learning outside the classroom. By visiting museums, businesses, or natural sites, students can connect theory to real-world experiences. Field trips make learning memorable and help students see the relevance of what they're studying. Collaborative problem solving brings students together to tackle challenges as a team. By pooling knowledge and skills, groups can find creative solutions and learn from each other. This technique builds teamwork, communication, and critical thinking abilities. Active note-taking goes beyond simply writing down information. It involves summarizing, questioning, and organizing notes in a way that makes sense to you. This technique helps you process information deeply and makes review sessions more effective. Active learning is all about getting involved, thinking critically, and applying knowledge in meaningful ways. From group projects and debates to hands-on experiments in digital storytelling, there's a technique for every learner and subject. By incorporating these strategies into your study routine, you'll not only improve your understanding but also make learning more enjoyable and effective. Remember, the key is to stay curious, participate actively, and never stop exploring new ways to learn.